I mean, in that same topic, the fourth part of that. So that is what is the metadata, what is the database metadata, and what is the results set metadata. So that we are trying to cover up now. Fine. So now what actually we mean by metadata? So metadata means you have the data. So more information which is being given to the data, more information about the data. Let's say suppose I have a data or I have a student table. Now I want to know how many entries are there, how many columns are there, and what is the column type, and also more information regarding your data is called as the metadata. Fine. So the metadata means data about data. That means we can get more information from the data. So if you want more information like total number of columns present in the table, then what are the column names present in the table, what is the data type of the column, and so on. So more information of the data, not actually the data, but more information we specify what is stored in the table. Right? Then results in metadata interface is useful because it provides methods to get the metadata from the result set. So as I said, we are going to do two types of metadata, your database metadata and result set. So result set is, it provides the methods to retrieve the metadata from the result set object. Clear? So proceeding further, now how are we going to retrieve the metadata of the result set? So these are some methods with which we are going to use on the result set metadata interface, right? So here are the methods and then what actually that particular method does. So first method is if I want to know the number of columns present. So I have the method get column count. So get column count method will, what it going to do, it is going to return the total number of columns in the result set. So this particular meta information is about your result set and not your database, right? Result set are only a subset of your original table, right? So here I'm going to get the column count. So how many number of columns? So naturally it is going to return me the number of columns. So the return type is int, right? Then if I want to get the name of a specific column, let's say suppose here I want to know which is the first column. So then I try to call it get column name and the first column name. So I pass here the index number of the column. So when I pass one here, then whatever is the first column, so it was roll number, so it is going to give the string as roll number. So get column name returns the column name of the specified column index. So you need to pass the index number of that specific column and it is going to retrieve. Like what I said, you don't know what are the tables and you want to return that so that I can enter. So in that case, I said what is the first column, what is the second column, and so on. So with this particular methods, I can return. Now I don't know what is the data type of my first column. So here I have the method get column type name. So what is get column type name? It might be integer, it might be varchar, it can be string, it can be date format, anything. So the data type is going to be returned. Now what is it going to return? A string format. So the return type is string. So it returns a column type name for that specified index. So whatever index number you have passed, it is going to return the column type of that particular column. Then I want to know the table name. So if I pass the index name in my database, there might be n number of tables. So if I know the table number, I can pass the index here and it is going to return the table name. Again, the table name is going to be in the string format. So the return type is string. Clear? So it returns the table name for the specified column index. So these are the four methods which return you the more information of your result set. So it is called as result set metadata. This is the interface and these are the methods with which you are going to work on the interface. Clear? So we proceed further. Now look at the example how the result set metadata interface works. So again, I'm going to import the packages. Let's create a class RSMD, that is result set metadata. So RSMD, I call the main method. Now you write all the programs either by throwing the exception or by writing the program in the try and the catch block. So I write it in the, now again, go according to all the 5 steps. registering or loading of the driver. Here they have registered the driver class.forName. Now what is the driver? Just looking at this URL, you can come to know the backend is Oracle, right? So Oracle is the driver which is installed. Now I need to second step, connection, connecting the connection. So connection con. Now get connection is the method which is going to get the connection. So get connection needs to be called on the driver manager. So driver manager of get connection. Then where is that particular database? So it is in JDBC Oracle. Then localhost is 1521, and this is the username, system username, and Oracle is the password. So all this parameter with respect to the database. This database details you can get it from the system admin, which you need to pass it. Fine. So connection is done. Now you need to pass the create the prepare statement. So prepare statement PS, again prepare statement, I need to retrieve the employee. So select star from employee. It is going to call on what? So con dot prepare statement. Now you got some queries here. So you need to key result set. Result set as PS dot execute query. It is going to execute all these queries, and now I need to know the metadata also of the result set. I need to create an object. So you know result set metadata needs to create an object. So result set metadata RSMD. Now just remember this is the class and this is the object. So the name is the same, but because this is capital, so for confusion you can write a different name here or same you can write, but always remember methods and objects are in small, classes will always be in capital. So RSMD. Now what is RSMD? I need to get the metadata. Get metadata of the result set. What is the result set? RS. So RS dot get metadata. And now I'm going to call the methods which we have seen in the previous thing. So how many total number of columns? So here I write total number of columns. So my method is get column count. I need to call it on the result set metadata object. So RSMD dot get column count. It is going to return the column. Then what is the column name of the first column? Get column name of the first index, RSMD. Then get column type of the first column, RSMD dot get column type of the first. So once I have done all this, then again I go rs dot close dot close dot close, close the track, open the cache, throw the exception, print the exception, and then close main, close class. Fine. So this is the program, and here's the output. So what is going to be the output? So first total number of columns, whatever are the columns, it will give it to you. Then next is column name of first column. It is the ID. What is the type of the first column? It is number. So first number is ID of student and the data type is number. So when you have to bind it, you get a proper data type from here. So clear? How do you get the metadata of a result set? Fine. Should I continue? Your lecture is till 20. Fine. So now, similar manner, I can return or I can return the database metadata. Fine. So now we just saw the result set data metadata. Now what actually happens at the database? So the original database, and how do you try to get the metadata? So again, for that you have the Java database metadata interface, which is going to provide the method which returns the more information or the metadata of a database, such as database product name, what is the database product name, what version you are using, what driver it is, how many tables are there, then total number of views which you create on the database, and all this. So all these things I can retrieve with the help of the metadata. What metadata? Database metadata. Clear? Then we need to know some methods with which we are going to use sorry, which we are going to call on the database metadata. So what are they? First will be the driver name. So what is your driver name? It returns the name of the JDBC driver. So get driver name, it will return the name string, and it is going to return the name of the driver. Suppose I want to know what is the driver version. So I say get driver version. Now again, driver version will be string. It returns the string data type. So it returns the version number of the JDBC driver. You want to know who is the user. Maybe the admin is the user, or I have given access to some user, or I have given access to the data creator or developer. So there might be n users. So if I want to know who is going to access it, so I say get username. It will return the string. It enters the username of the database. Then I want what is the product name. So database product name, get database product name, returning string returns the product name of the database. Then get database product version. What is the version of the product? Again in string returns the product version of the database. Then results at get table. So if I want to know the tables, now there is not a single table. There are n number of tables. So I need to create it. So what will I get? The catalog, what you want, then the schema pattern, then string, table name pattern, string, and everything. So it is going to return the description of the table with the specified catalog, with the pattern, then how many tables are there, what views have been created, how many aliases are there, what is the system table, and synonym, and or anything regarding it. So all the details regarding your database will be returned. Fine. And because there are n number of entries, it is going to return n number of entries. So my return type is a result set. Clear with this? So these are 6 methods which we have on the Java database metadata. Let us just take an example. Again, here we are going to use the database metadata. Again, importing the packages, creating the class, DBMD, database metadata, calling the main method, writing everything in the try. First, registering of the driver. Again, you can know Oracle is the backend. Connection on driver manager dot get connection, pass the path. Then database metadata, DBMD, it is going to create get metadata on the connection object. So con.get metadata. Now use the message. Now what is the driver name? Get driver name. What is the driver version? Get driver version. Username, get username. Database product name, get database product name. Database product version, get database product. So everything is retrieved. Now go back, close. Now there is no system, no statement. So just do con.close, close try method, open the catch, call the exception, print the exception, close catch, close main, and close class. Fine. So this is the program and this is going to be the output. So driver name is Oracle JDBC. Driver version is whatever driver the database is using. Database product name is again Oracle. Product version is again Oracle. Database 10G Express Edition. This is the product version and it was released in 10.02 and production. So whatever are the details. So in one method, I'm able to retrieve all the details of the database. So this is more information which is given to us by the database. So we call it database metadata interface, and with these methods we are able to retrieve more information of the database. Clear till here? So again, some more examples where it shows how many total number of views. So how many views have been created on the table. Again, now these step I'm just going fast, calling the class, calling the main, class for name, connection. So only method what I'm going to do is I need to get the tables. Now there are n number of tables. So what is going to be the return type? It is going to be result. So result set rs. So rs dot next, rs dot get string. So it is going to print it. So whatever total number of views are there, it will print one by one. Right? So if there are 3 views, 4 views, 5 views, the loop is going to iterate. So once the print is done, con close and close the exception. Fine. So this is one more example of which you get the database metadata. Right. So we stop here today. In the next lecture, we are going to do the transaction management in JDBC.
So we stop here today. These are the reference sites for which I have taken the reference from the net for creating these presentations. So see you next time in the next lecture. Till then, thank you.